Hello everybody, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel. So welcome back to Tarot de Marseille on Earth. This is our weekly check-in and review of last week's homework or lesson, and then what we're going to be working on this coming up week. So this past week our homework was to work on distilling our keywords into light and shadow. So this was activity number 2.1. And I had a lot of fun with this actually, because through thinking about the numbers in light and shadow and breaking them apart, I was able to sort of further refine and narrow down some of my keywords. So in some cases I felt like I had some redundancies, and I was sort of able to piece it apart a little and come up with something that felt more cohesive and a little bit less cluttered, if that makes any sense. I think I had too many words initially. And so doing this exercise was actually really useful for me in sort of further honing in on what I think my keywords are going to really look like. So I did this on my Google Doc, and I'm going to transfer this into, sorry, it makes my face all white, but I am going to transfer this into the book because I haven't written in the book, but I want to fill it in because I think it's going to be useful. I may do it in pencil so I can change it later, but maybe I need to just get over that. I don't know. I'm going to sit with that for a little bit. But this is what I have. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. So I have a column for my distillation, a column for light, and a column for shadow. So I was able to actually get my neutral, light, and shadow in every category to like 2 to 3 keywords. Once in a while there's like 4. And I really found this part helpful, and I was able to actually think about some of the numbers in a new way. So for example, the number 6, which I typically see as a relief card, that's a card that I associate with sort of moving past the difficulty. It feels like peaceful, and it feels like a healing time. Thinking about how that could look in shadow, I came up with rose-colored glasses. So this is when we think we're moving past something and everything's good now. We're good. We've dealt with it. It's okay. And it may be not. Maybe it may be not. It maybe isn't. So rose-colored glasses and compartmentalization I put in this section. And vanity, which I totally stole from Tom Benjamin. It was one of his, and I thought that was really good because I was thinking of the 6 of Wands and how that feeling of success could translate also into overconfidence or vanity. Other cards that I thought I got some interesting things from were in the number 4, where it's all about stability and foundation. One of the shadow words that I came out with was over-analysis, or overthinking, that sort of stuff, which is totally understand that realm. And then in growth, so the 3s, I got stagnation or postponement. And postponement is a word that's sticking with me from my time with the Osho Zen Tarot. So I don't know if it correlates to a 3 or not, but that just felt right in that spot. In the 2s, I found some shadow. It's normally a balancing sort of card for me, and I found that discord was a nice word, and I think I pulled this. I don't know where I pulled discord from. It might have been Tom Benjamin's, or I might have been thinking about it from the Oracle of Echoes. There's a discord card in there that's really sticking out to me in my mind right now. But this was really cool, and the difficult cards like the 5, for example, which I always think of disruption, difficulty, challenge, conflict. In the positives, and I already had these words, but I wasn't thinking about them necessarily very positively, but in my keyword list I already had wake-up call and shake-up, or at least I had shake-up. I think I might have added wake-up call. I'm not sure. But both of those feel like they're the light side of the 5, like that opportunity to go, whoa, what's going on? Let's take a look. So I really liked this, and I feel like this lesson helped me really solidify my keywords. So I'm super stoked about that. That was a really fun lesson. I'm feeling really much more confident about my numerology at this stage. So let's get into, I'd love to hear, by the way, I know I'm skipping all over the place, but I'd love to hear your experiences with creating light and shadow for every number. Were there numbers that you found it was harder to see the shadow because you're used to seeing those numbers in light? Were there numbers that you're used to seeing in shadow that it was harder to see the light side? I would love to hear which ones you did and kind of the words that you came up with, if you're comfortable sharing, either here in the comments or in the Supportive Tarot Facebook group. I would love that, because it's really fun to see how we're getting such different perspectives with each other on all of this. It's one of the cool things about this is we're creating our own personalized set of meanings. And way to go, Tom, on doing that. That's amazing. So next week, or this coming up week, here's what we're doing. So we're going to read the interlude. So this is like a break, I think, kind of. And this interlude is about on spirituality and magic. And so that is page 46 through 52. And then after we read that, we're going to get into lesson 3. Sorry, I just closed my notes, and I think I've got it down here for us to actually do lesson 3. So lesson 3 runs from page 53 to 57. Hold on. How far does it go? Yep, through 64. So basically, we are reading all together. Let me just count pages while you're on the camera. It's fine. I'm sure you're being super patient with me right now, and thank you if you are. So 46 to 64. So what is that? Like not even 20 pages. So we are going to be working on elements, which is what lesson 3 is all about. And we will talk more about that in next week's review after you've had a chance to look for yourself. But essentially, there are 2 lessons in this section. Yeah, there's 3.1 and 3.2. 1 is elemental meanings, so basically defining what each suit or element means in daily life. So there's like a little table here for you to put your element meanings, like just general element meanings. And lesson 3.2, where did you go? Lesson 3.2. Keep in mind, I haven't done this lesson yet. Is to review your meanings and then consider the practical application to life. You'll understand as you read through the lesson, but definitely we're going to complete all of lesson 3 this coming up week. And hopefully that doesn't get too much. It's not too overwhelming. So let's see how we do doing both activity 3.1 and 3.2 and completing all of lesson 3 in the next week. I think we can do it. I have faith in us. We're going to be awesome. It's elements. We can do this. I mean, it's elements. We do that with right away, right? We'll be good. So I look forward to hearing from you all about how you did on lesson 2, the last of lesson 2, and how you are doing on lesson 3 throughout the week. So feel free to touch base anytime, and I will see you all again very, very soon.